Welcome to American Roots. Today I want to show you how I am dealing with storage of my bulk items in a small space. So we live in a condo and we have a very limited space on storage. We have a backyard that we are learning to grow food in. And so there's some things that as I build my skills, I want to make sure that I have those things on hand. One of the things is like mason jars, canning supplies, where I store my bulk buckets of food. I have acquired 4 buckets and I need a place to put those. When it comes to building the skills that you need or that you're learning how to do, you want to make sure you have a place to put the things that you're learning with. So I had this rack. It was a clothing rack, and I took the clothing bar off of it and adjusted the shelves so that I can put things there. We're in a transition period right now where we are starting to look at homesteads, and we are considering selling everything and moving. So what we need to do is start transitioning how we store everything. So I have this rack that would make it easily accessible so I can rotate it as needed. And I want to make sure that I can see everything so it's right about my eye level. So I'm going to show you right now how I'm going to store this and get it stocked. Now, the first thing I would say is that I purchased the Gamma lids. Those are the screw top lids that go on your 5-gallon buckets, and those are made so that you can easily access the things inside of it. I purchased those because I'm going to transition those into the homestead for animal feed once we get there. So they kind of serve a 2-for-1 purpose. I'm also buying them, or I did buy them at a time when things were a little bit less expensive. So what I'm going to do is start by putting in the buckets that I have. They're all labeled and dated so that I can see and rotate everything very quickly. The next thing I want to put on the shelf, I have certain things that I've bought that I need to just keep. I mean, it's really hard in a small space because you only have enough space for exactly what you need on hand. So trying to store bulk has kind of posed a couple problems for me. But one thing I can say is that having a place where I can do storage going vertically versus horizontally has really helped me. I kind of have that both ways here. I can go up and across. So one of the things I could do to utilize the space even more is I could put like my paper towels and toilet paper, if I had those in bulk, underneath, and I could put the buckets on this next shelf. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So next is my canning supplies. I'm growing things in the backyard that are going to allow me to start learning fermentation. I have started fermenting like garlic and honey, things that I saw off-grid with Doug and Stacy. And so I'm learning how to ferment. So I've bought a couple things to help me get that process going. And I want to make sure that I can put those on the shelf as well. So I want to have a place where I can easily access them. I have a basket of materials, things that I've begun collecting. I want to make sure that I, again, can easily access those things. Anywhere that I keep the stuff, I just want to make sure I'm organized because that's going to help me when I need to go locate something. So I've got my jars here, all of my supplies here, and I've got my lids there. I've got my vacuum bags, storage bags, and after looking at it, I think I'm gonna move this stuff over a slight bit. And I'm going to put my vinegar up here. That way everything's on the same shelf. And if I get money for extra buckets, I can put them right there. I already know where they're gonna go. This, I would say I could just leave and then add to it as I get anything. So for right now, I think I'm gonna leave that. And I'm gonna say that I like having an extra top shelf that's empty in case there's something I need. I find a good deal on something. Don't forget to have some kind of a supply of water. And the last thing I think I have is my pumpkin. And my baking powder. Come a little closer. You see, I've got my mason jars, my vinegar, storage bags, some extra dry goods. I've got my buckets with my stuff all labeled and dated, and a place for me to put paper goods. I hope that this helped you try to find a good creative way to be organized in your small storage space. Maybe you have a large storage space and you're just trying to find a way to organize a small area of it. These racks are very good. They hold a lot of weight. My buckets are being held no problem. And there's sugar, flour, rice, and beans in there. So the wheels do lock on two sides, and that keeps it nice and sturdy from moving. But I would just highly encourage you to get organized while your brain can think about what you should be doing. And even in this transition period for us, this really works well because I know what I have on hand. I know what I have to work with. I know the dates on which I put it there, and it's easily accessible for me. So I would just encourage you to look for a space that you could be utilizing, even if it's with shelves, but vertically always is a good way to go. So until next time, we thank you for tuning in and watching and learning with us. And until next time, from our family to yours, God bless you.